What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, your source for the best of all things gaming each and every day. For our Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video of the day, I've got a First Look Reticles episode for you. We are looking at the campaign reticles of the Varix 3 site. This is a less popular site to use in campaign mode, so these are more rare reticles. You're not going to see these out and about as much, which can make them really cool, aside from them just being really cool as it is. It feels like Tri-Vec hid all of the best reticles in the hardest spots to get them. I find that for the thermal site, a lot of the campaign reticles for thermal are really nice. A lot of the really high-end zombies reticles are really nice, but they take like 5,000 kills to unlock. Same thing with these Varix 3 reticles. Not a lot of people use Varix 3 in campaign mode, and they're really nice reticles. I think that they're some of the nicest reticles in the game. Definitely some of the nicest for Varix 3, that's for sure. I like how all three of these reticles fit into the same color scheme and kind of the same design pattern, with Convergence, the first reticle that you're seeing here, being the only outlier. So Convergence is going to require 150 kills while aiming down sights with the Varix 3, and it's like this nice little triangle. It's like a yield sign flipped upside down. It's got a very easy to use dot in the middle. It's not exactly a dot, it's actually another little triangle that's inverted from the exterior triangle of those 3 points on either end, or those 3 vertices. It's a very nice reticle, very clean, very easy to use. Definitely something that you put on a sniper rifle or something. Those corners, the vertices, can be a little bit obstructive if you're using it at extremely long range, just because they're a little bit thick and they're pretty dark. Again, these 3 reticles are all orange. Tri-Vec with their orange reticles, but this is a different kind of orange, and I actually really like the orange on these 3 reticles. It's kind of like a yellowish orange, and all 3 of them use the exact same color scheme, which can be very cool, because it's like, you know that they belong to a set. It's almost like the extras reticles, where each set of extras reticles looks similar to each other. They all use the same color scheme or the same design pattern, and they even blend in with their camouflage that comes with them as well. The second reticle that we're looking at here is the Tri-Vec reticle, and this one is going to require 350 kills while aiming down sights with the Varix 3 in campaign mode. Again, it's a really rare reticle, just because nobody uses it, and nobody plays campaign in this game. Nobody plays campaign in Call of Duty anymore, but it is a very cool reticle. It almost looks like a steering wheel. If you ask me, I would call this the steering wheel reticle. I don't see any other reticle in this game in any other section that looks more like a steering wheel. It's kind of funny, because this reticle looks like a steering wheel. The next reticle that we're going to look at in this actual video looks like a compass, or I guess it could be a steering wheel as well. They're both pretty similar, but I like the last reticle that we're going to get into a little bit more than the Tri-Vec reticle that we're on right now. However, the Tri-Vec reticle, pretty easy to use. Again, this one's a little bit tighter. It's not as open as the Convergence reticle. You're looking at an open hole for your actual point on the reticle in this one, and it's an open square right in the middle of this reticle, or open diamond, I guess you could say, just because it's tilted a little bit to its side. The rays of light coming out from the middle aren't actually going to get in your way. When you're looking at it in the menus, you're like, oh, those rays are going to get in my way when I'm trying to see enemies across the map, but they don't really. They're pretty see-through, they're pretty translucent, very easy to use, this reticle. The third and final reticle that we're going to be getting into today is the Orbit reticle, and that one is going to require a whopping 600 kills while aiming down sights with the Varix. If you don't want to run through the campaign mode using a Varix sight the whole time, definitely try out my special spot that I found for getting camos in campaign mode. I'll actually link that video in the description below. It works for camos, it works for optics, whatever you want. Just make a couple classes, put on the best reticle, or the reticles that you want to get, or the optics, I should say, that you want to get reticles unlocked on, and then just go to that spot and go ham. That'll be in the card in the top right corner and in the description box below. The Orbit reticle, 600 kills to unlock this bad boy, but it is my favorite. I love this reticle so much. It looks so cool. It's a little bit wide for the center of the Varix 3. The Varix 3 site itself having these blue kind of circles around it, these blue lines. It just kind of overlaps the blue line in the center, so that it kind of drives my OCD a little bit wild when I'm using this thing. But apart from that, it's very nice. I think it's very well suited. Like, when you're actually looking at it in the menus, it looks a lot like it's going to be a lot larger, and I was panicking a little bit because I was looking at it in the menus before I got my gameplay, and I was like, If that thing is gonna, that could be huge, that could take up the whole Varix 3, or it could be really tiny and be really hard to see through. But I feel like the way they put it in the game, it's just perfect, like the absolute perfect size. It's right in between. You can see through it at long range, you can see through it at close range. It's not too obstructive, it's very practical. Again, I've said this before about the campaign reticles in this game. It seems like Treyarch made the campaign reticles very easy to use. They're the practical side, whereas the zombies reticles are where they just went crazy and just had a fun time creating the craziest looking, hardest to use reticles in the game. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Tell me which of these 3 reticles is your favorite on the Varix 3, or if you have a different favorite reticle for the Varix 3, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next video, or I guess tomorrow we won't be doing a video. It will be a live stream. The final Blackjack weekly contract live stream is coming tomorrow around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, be square. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.